What is the content of love? I want to screw you. It's sort of this part of it.
I never really put out my name. People just, they're like, hey, you're that guy, that TUT guy, the underground talent.
The underground talent.
The underground talent. It's just the underground talent. Like, at first, like, how can I explain this? The underground talent, because like no one knows about it, even if they are big. We have our models, we have the artists, and then we have the producers, and then we have the minds. We have the minds.
The minds. So when I was really young, I never really gave out my age. I never gave out where I was, what I looked like.
Everything was more anonymous than it is now.
People didn't even know if I was a female or a male.
Female or a male. When people contact me, they're normally contacting Kayla. Kayla, she like handles all of my inquiries and everything. And so then like sometime they'll get a glimpse of me and they'll be like, what? So who am I talking to? And I'm like, well, I'm really big on rights, feminism, you know. I get on Kayla when she's like, I was like, you gotta have like women's rights. Like you gotta have respect and confidence within yourself. I've done some great things, I believe, and I hate when I tell someone like that of age or, you know, older, they look at me differently, or they say, well, you know, if you could do it, someone else could do it. Well, in middle school, that's where like I kind of figured out that I wasn't like normal. People would look at me differently and like look at my music differently. That's where it all started, when I knew that there's the internet, and the internet is everything. You can learn anything from it, and the internet is everything, and the internet is everything, 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 everything. Sometimes you have this vision, and if people they're going a different way, you don't look at them at all. Like they're non-existent. You know, what is art without affecting people? And Marilyn Manson, he's affected people like all over the world just from being who he wants to be. Also, I love Kanye West. I'm really influenced by Bjork. She just makes me so happy. You know, promote yourself as iconic, like individual. If you show that you have that confidence, if you want to be that like top industry person.
I guess it's more of a reflection of like internal fury. There's a lot of ignorance. There's a lot of ignorance, and there's a lot of closed-minded people. And it's really hard to be an emotional person now, because when you are, then you're automatically like shut down.
It's in your head. Like everybody has that dark place inside their mind. At the same time, I want to affect people, but I'm making art that I feel, not that you feel, because it wouldn't be as good. I want it to affect people. I want to bring out the people's ignorance, but I also want people to be like, wow, like I understand what you're saying there, or I can relate to it. It may not be the same message, but I feel something from it. So I want to put on for North Carolina, not just Raleigh.
But there's a lot of like environmental things too. Like the way the school systems are now is not helping with those kids, because yeah, and a lot of the kids that do burn out and drop out of school and everything are the actual smart kids. Smart kids. Smart kids. Smart kids. Smart kids. Smart kids. 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 Kids.